demonic kingdom, because his kingdom is theocratic. Revelation chapter 17, verse 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names were not written in the book of the Lamb's book of life. Slain, now all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain before the foundations of the world. So the Lord had in his mind, and he was going to come die for us because he's omniscient. So Jesus was slain before the foundation of the world because it was already done in the Lord's heart. Now, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and he that killeth with the sword shall be killed by the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So live by the sword, die by the sword. We don't want to fight in the flesh. We're going to fight in the spirit. We do spiritual warfare. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. And I beheld in another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake like a dragon. We know that this is the devil. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them which dwell upon the earth to worship the first beast, who was a deadly wound, was healed. So the people gonna worship the Antichrist as God. He gonna sit in the temple. He gonna rebuild the temple, sit in the temple, worship God, offer the abomination of desolation, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven. So the earth in his from the earth in this on the earth in the sight of men. So he gonna have doing him his miraculous power. He gonna cause fire to come down. And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image of the beast, which is the wound, which had been wounded by the sword, and did live. And he had power to give them unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the beast, the image of the beast, should be killed. So he wants people to be in his image, because we're supposed to be in the image of God. That's why God created us to be in his image. So anybody that did not take the mark will not take the mark will be killed on their hand or their forehead. Now, in that no man might sell, buy or sell, save he hath the mark or the name of the beast of and the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. Well, this is Revelation chapter 17, verse 17 and 18. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark and the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, and the number is 666. 666. 603 score 6. So that is the number of the mark of the beast. And whoever don't have the mark on their forehead, on their right hand or their forehead, they can't buy nothing, they can't sell nothing, they can't participate in the marketplace when it comes the tribulational period. And both small and great, rich and poor, slave or free, shall receive the mark on their right hand or their forehead. And this is the Antichrist. And whoever receives the mark pays allegiance to the Antichrist. And the mark of the beast is gonna be some kind of identity, and it's gonna be clear who got it, because it's gonna be made known. And no one can buy or sell unless they have the mark. And this is going to be economic control. Okay. The mark of the beast. And can't participate in the global economy because all the world going to be under his authority. So he going to isolate people that don't accept the mark from the society. And they're going to be outcast, and they're going to be martyred, making it hard to not accept the mark if you don't know Jesus, because that's what most people do. They want to survive. So that's why I teach my children the word of God so they don't know for themselves. Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let the one who understands to calculate the number of the beast, for the number of man, 666. So this right here is opposite of perfection, because we know the number 7 is biblical perfection. So this is identifying his deceptive nature, carnal. And this is the Antichrist was prophesied that he was going. It was prophesied he was going to oppose Christ, claim to be the Savior, and he going to control this worldly system, and he going to take control, and he is going to dominate, and he going to be denying Christ. He's a great antagonist. He gonna fill the world with wickedness, and he gonna be defeated by Jesus Christ when he come back again on his second coming. Now, the now we know that false teachers are under the Antichrist. So the Antichrist will use these false teachings and deny Jesus Christ as Messiah. And we know there's many Antichrists in this world right now. Also, John's vision of the beast from the sea is similar to what Daniel saw in his night vision when they came forth the fourth beast, terrifying and frightening and very powerful. And it had large teeth, and it crushed and devoured its victims and trampled under feet whatever was left. And it was different from all the former beasts, and it had 10 horns. He say, and that's in Daniel chapter 7, verse 7. And after this I saw in night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. This is Daniel describing the Antichrist. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast. This is Daniel 7:7. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. So this is Daniel. He saw this here. He saw the Antichrist. The fourth beast is terrifying with claws and devouring and crushing and trampling. This is the power, the destructive power of the new revised Roman Empire with the Antichrist. And it is representing a dreadful, terrifying time. Military control. Satan gonna have the Antichrist gonna have control of the whole world, destructive power, and going to be come forth as peaceful, but then going to turn evil and going to annihilate people and kill people and martyr people. Bloodshed, going to be slavery conditions, going to be worse and worse. Destructive. Now the dragon is Satan. Revelation 12:9. He gives power to the beast so that it might act as an evil proxy and carry out Satan's bidding. And the great dragon will be thrown down, that old serpent, the devil, who deceived the whole world, and his angels were thrown down with him. So he was thrown out of heaven by God because of his rebellion. And he came to the Garden of Eden, and he tricked them. He's an accuser and a slanderer, the deceiver of the world, deceptive. He is the accuser, the adversary, the angel of dark light that can transform into the angel of light. He's the angel of the bottomless pit. He's the Antichrist, Apollyon, the beast, Beelzebub, Belial, the deceiver, the devil, the dragon, the enemy, the evil one, the father of lies, the king of the bottomless pit, the lawless one, the Leviathan, the liar, Lucifer, murderer. He's the prince. He's the power of darkness. He's the prince of the power of the air, the ruler of darkness, the ruler of this world, the serpent of old, the son of perdition, the fallen star, the tempter, the thief, the wicked one. So the beast, which is the Antichrist, is going to have a fatal wound, and he's going to be healed, and he is going to have power from the devil. In Revelation chapter 13, verse 3, and I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. So the Antichrist is literal. He is going to be a man full of the devil, and he's going to make global deception. He's going to make a one world order. He's going to be blaspheming God for 3.5 years, and he is going to, and that's found in Revelation 13:5 and Daniel chapter 7:8. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things of blasphemies of and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he going to be uttering haughty, blasphemous words, coming against the authority of God. And he going to speak disrespect to God. And he going to control that 3.5 years. And he is going to be there. He going to be anti-Christian. And he also going to open his mouth with blasphemy against God and everything in heaven and all everyone that's in heaven. And he is going to wage war against God's holy people and to conquer the saints. He's going to have authority over every tribe, language, and tongue and nation on this earth, whoever dwell on this earth. And whoever name is not written in the Lamb's Book of Life will be controlled by the devil, and they will worship the devil. They will worship the Antichrist. Daniel 7:8. And I considered the horns, and behold, there came upon among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, his horn was eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking great things. This is the 4th horn, called the Antichrist. Because we know the successive rulers, the Babylonian, the Medes and Persians, the Greeks, the Romans, and the British, and all the other ones, and the mixed toes, and the Antichrist gonna be the next ruler, and then Jesus is gonna break all of that, and he going to rule and reign forever. Babylon is coming down. And when he come back on his second coming, he is going to destroy the devil, the beast, the false prophet, and the Antichrist, all of them dying, and whoever was fighting with him, the 10 kings that's under him. Now the temple, he will be setting up the abomination of desolation in the temple. And we know that Antiochus the fourth, he set up a Zeus in the temple, and he also slaughtered a pig on the altar, which is an abomination to the Lord. But that was an abomination of desolation. But Satan is going to do the ultimate abomination of desolation when the Antichrist sit there in the temple and call himself God. Now, we know that, and he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. And for the overspreading and abominations he will make it desolate, even until the consummation and the determination that that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. So God is the one that's allowing these plagues. He's going to let the enemy do his bidding to he gonna get rid of sin on this world. He gonna get rid of transgression, and the only people gonna be in the holy city, the New Jerusalem, is the people of God. This universe shall be blown up and melted with fervent heat, and God got a new heaven and a new earth that only dwelleth righteousness. And the ruler will make that covenant for 1 week, and then he's gonna break it in the middle of that week. That means 3.5 years. He gonna break it, and he gonna defile the world.